lend me your esports. It's just me today. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and process the check-in results. All right. Let's make sure seating is good. Yeah. There we go. The Mexico Grand Prix starting soon. I can't watch it because we're gonna be watching some incredible StarCraft instead. All right. All right. Let's make sure everyone's got all the info. There we go. We've made a bracket. We got some players. They're going to need a minute to organize. Go away, go away. All right. No, he's in. All right. There we go. Getting players organized. How's everyone doing today? All right. Yeah. You're not bad. All right. He knows. Let's see here. No, Julian. No. Oh, man. We don't have any crazy Zergs then. We just have normal Zergs. Yeah, it happens. Huh. There we go. OBS just got rid of all my monitor captures recently, and I've had to rebuild them all. I don't quite understand why. Father Toss and Rezavi, winner against DeWalt. It's unfortunate. That's why we have third place matches. Eon Durgan Streamline, Kami, and Fishy. Any of these so this is all best of one. Best of one. Best of three. Best of five. There we go. So, yep. Everything before the semis is best of one now. Semis and third place are best of three. Finals is a best of five match. One of the main feedbacks we got before was that when everything is best of threes and fives, it can go a little long. Oh, I forgot to hit live. How do I hit start the tournament? All right. Perfect. Players are rolling in. Ah, I should have given dedicated maps. Oh, well, I guess we just have vetoes. Mm. All right. Hold on. No, we don't do round maps here. Mostly because I'm lazy and don't think about it. Is this in preview? Yeah. Yeah. Streamon's like, wait a minute. Yeah, that was on me. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, yeah, it's ready. There's a button that says start tournament that you do have to click. Also, don't mind me, guys, enjoying a little bit of soda. My lunch landed a little late today. All right. Yeah. Why is there a weird guy talking on your screen? I don't know. What else do you have on? Why do you have something else on instead of IPSL? Mm. Why don't you zap your doggos? Because I'm stupid. Yeah, honestly. No, it's so we've tried bark collars on the girls, and I don't like them. One, because they do zap. It's a lot lower than any normal shot collar though, because they're just meant for barking. And so I got rid of them. What? This is terrible. Also, my dogs got immune to it very quickly. They barked once, went, the heck was that? Did it a few more times, and just went, well, that's not that bad, and then just ignored it. So even if I want to do shot collars, which I never would, shot collars are bad. uh, like my dogs would just not care. It's the same reason I can't get an invisible fence or anything. Um, like we have part of the back fence is broken, and it sits about a foot lower than the rest of the fence, and they can jump it. And so we put up this like reed, like these like privacy reeds, just saying that like, oh, they'll see something in the way and it'll stop them. Holly took one look at it, and went, I'll break through that, and then just broke right through it. I'm like, that's my girl, but also stop. uh, Poor Kami wants to rush this, and Fishy is taking his time. Here we go, guys. We're counting down. There we go. We even got the scoreboard set up correctly this time. We are actually cooking. Oh, yeah, that's the one. There we go. Need the one without cameras for the monthly. All right. Oh, gonna hit that start recording button as well. It's spawning here in the top right-hand side, guys. Our Zerg player, it's Kami. And in the bottom right-hand side, guys, you know him, you love him. It's Fishy. Fish Eye. Vyncke. Silly people not writing their names in English. Can you imagine? Like, imagine being named some like Irish word or something. That just sounds stupid. Alright, so it's gonna be a 9 pool. 2-player map. Don't hate it at all. It makes sense to do something like this on a 2-player. Alright, with an extractor trick. Interesting. I wonder... I don't know. I feel like extractor tricks are not as efficient. I feel like everyone agreed on that for a while. And now suddenly everyone's extractor tricking. Like, there was a whole, like, oh, trust me, they're not efficient. They're not that good. They're not worth it. And then everyone's like, you know what? We're going to do them anyway. He knows that it's a Zerg player, right? Is she? I mean, it's a best of 1. I mean, I guess we've been so used to the fast expand meta for the last 2 decades-ish. There's only 1 gate. Yeah, it's yeah, this is a very much like a 1999 build. This is much more of a versus Terran build than it is a versus Protoss or even versus Zerg. Especially not versus Zerg. Does he just die here? Alright, no, we're gonna block the ramp. He's a firm believer in the ramp and this one zealot. Oh, never mind. It's a mess. It's a disaster. I can't believe it. His opponent made Lings. This is, who could have seen this coming? Yo, is that a Mr. Rice hat? The man's paying his own salary here. How are we doing, Rice hat? Citadel? The heck? What are we doing here? That is true. It is a great day for StarCraft. Are we, Rice Head, did you play in BWCL today? Amen. Every day is a good day for StarCraft. Hydras? I mean, yeah. Hydras make sense, I guess. I do almost think it would have been, like, you just go straight into Hive Cracklings and just try and bum rush it. Temple Archives coming up here. It's definitely going to be DTs, most likely. There's a problem here, though, where this would work really good against a Terran player. The problem is Zerg already has this cool thing called an Overlord that just sees invisible units. I mean, if we can get into the main, Kami's cooked, but like... You see, the problem is that, DTs suffer from the same issue that Zealots suffer from, in that Hydras have range and they don't. Hydras can reach out and touch you from many, many distance instead of the no distance. Alright, I mean, this is a tell right now. Like, moving the Zealots around, this is an absolute tell. Yeah, creep colony going down. I mean, honestly, though, like, it is only 7 Lings and a Hydra. And what might be a Sunken at some point. But if we're on move command, no! That's not good at all. Well, alright, dozen Lings going out here. Oh, couple more. Run, run, run. Oh my lord, he makes it. Oh, and own! Oh, an Overlord pops. Which one of you killed him? That DT was not long for this world. He tried his best. No capes. That's a movie I should rewatch at some point with Hexy. God, Incredibles are such a good movie. Are we cooked? It depends. If you're Protoss, yeah, it's not looking great. Not gonna lie. I've played many a games where I end up losing, so I'm kind of an expert in it. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's always where there's Protoss, there's a way, right? Oh. We are certified air fried here, NCX. There's a flock of mutas now. I mean, that's a good storm. Doesn't matter, but that's a good storm. Oh, if this was a normal game, the amount of damage on those mutas would be incredible. But this is not a normal game. Therefore, it doesn't actually matter. Pop. GG, yeah. Unfortunate. Rip Fallen Protoss. Best of ones are brutal, man. Best of one ZVZ time. Are we gonna do a best of one ZVZ? Is that what we're about to do? Oh man. Uh, uh. All right. First one about to become and a ZVZ. Oh. I gotta. I kind of. I'll admit I love all the IPSL graphics and stuff, but I kind of enjoy when when I have chat on the side, like with the older graphics. When we redo all the CSL stuff, absolutely chat staying on screen. Uh. uh all right. Perfect. Seems like everyone's got this figured out. Finally. It's only taken a little bit of time. You know, much like the very hungry Jimmy once said, it just takes some time. Yo, Zeke, welcome Raiders. Oh, wow, that is like right on top of me. That alert box is in an inconvenient spot. There we go. Yo, how was the stream, Zeke? How was it, streamers? Raiders, how was it? Or I don't think the Raiders get the ad. I think they just get. I think it skips over them because the ad started before they rated. Twitch is actually kind of good about that. As much as Twitch loves screwing over viewers. Yo, 6 hours. Let's go. 6 hours of Zerg. That is the right amount of Zerg. Although I don't think I can actually I don't think I can actually play this game for 6 hours. I might actually break my screen. Oh man. We have French ads now. All right. Oh, poor Razvi. Are they poorly targeted, or are you just lying to yourself? I'm not. I'm not saying Twitch is the best targeting, but like. All right, we're gonna make a new rule around here. If you're gonna say something weird, you have to be a sub, and the weirder it is, the higher tier you have to be. So like tier 3 subs. Like tier 3 subs can say just about anything. Tier 2 subs, you got a lot of wiggle room. Tier 1, you can have some fun. Don't sub, you get nothing. We're gonna make this as corrupt as possible. All right. Still no StarCraft. There should be no more ads. It says there's no ads running. Also, the game's counting down. You gotta wait until it's. We gotta wait until the game's ready to go, which it is. See, guys, look, StarCraft. Spawning here in the top right-hand side, guys. With the blue drones, give it up for Kame. And in the bottom left, guys, we have Zerg. You see, NCX, that is at least a tier 1 kind of comment. Like, saying that unsubbed, first of all, it's self-advertisement. Second of all, talk about ankles. That's too much for just a follower. You gotta be a tier 1 sub if you're gonna talk about that. That's good. I think replying is a tier 2 requirement. I think you need to be at least a tier 2 sub to reply to that. Well, 14 subs currently. That's almost enough to get money every other month. This is a best of 3. This is Trace games. Overpool versus also Overpool with gas. Yes. By the way, they Twitch does want to get rid of Prime subs. They've made it very obvious. So, yeah, use all your Primes while you can. Alright. Zerg has a later gas, but he has a natural down. Well, guess what, NCX? We will be streaming on November 8th. Because on November 8th, that is Group B as in Bravo from IPSL Round of 24. These things are going around the Overlords. This is kind of sick. I do appreciate that Ian expects it too, so he's got his lings up here, knowing like, oh, if lings are gonna be sneaking around, they're gonna be coming this way. You know? Some reserve lings hiding in a corner. Alright. Kame sees the natural now and is like, wait a minute. I always thought Breaking Dawn was better than Eclipse, but, you know. Oh, you mean the map. And also, I can't say that with a serious face because Breaking Dawn was actually just a really bad book. Oh, that's a lot of lings. Neon Dirk trying to play for the mid game here. Instead, that's a lot of lings. Dunk, 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 dunk. All right. That's some extra fire time. And lings are going to start popping here from the natural. Can we actually save this? Oh, no, we can't. No. Well, that's unfortunate. Eon Zerg now has to get a load of damage done, which he has a good shot at because Kami pulled all of his links, so there's nothing on top here. Oh, yes. Now you just send it. This is what happens when you're built different. There's no larva. We can't. Yeah, we can't make any mutas. Ha ha ha. GG's. Oh, man. That was. I love me some Zerg. Look, sometimes the real secret is to just bait your opponent into killing your hatchery so you can go kill him. All right, here we go. Next game. The white nah. White Raw was he's releasing a book. I don't know if y'all saw. He's got a book coming out. He was streaming StarCraft 2 the other day. He's streaming right now? Oh, sick. It is cool to see White Raw around again. One, obviously he is Ukrainian, so it's good to see him around still. And two, it's just good to see some of the old faces, you know? Like, there is just... It's good to see some people still around after all these years. And it's not just Tastoses. Alright. Spawning here in the right-hand side, guys. Give it up for Eonzerg. Up 1-0 in a best of 3. And in the upper left, guys, we have Kame. We thought he had won by killing the hatchery, but... It's just like any other game. You might basically win. But you got to hold that follow-up all in. All right, 9 pool. Over pool? No. Is this going to be like a 12 pool? Kame, you can't throw this hard, can you? Eonzerg has his overboard going in the right direction. And he's gonna... Alright, guys. GG, go next. This might be the shortest monthly ever. In my quest to make them quicker for people, I might have made it too quick. Yeah, this is like 12, 11, 10. Oh, man. Eonzerg's about to have a field day. Because he sees the creep now. He's like, alright, I know where to go. It's only a matter of time before he sees that that pool is still cooking. Let's see what Kami's thinking here. Yep, that's a, oh no moment. Oh, and he lets it finish? That's silly. Oh, we have pulled basically all of the drones. That in and of itself is a win condition. Yep, hatchery goes down. Fighting all the drones and lings is going to be hard. Oh, no. No! Eonzerg. Please. He splits 2 lings off. You just right-click down these 3 drones. Yeah, buddy. So not only did you kill his hatchery. Oh my god, I didn't realize these were white. These are white zerglings. Wait a minute. They're not blue. Dude, just the micro happening here is nuts. Uh-oh. There are some links stemming in here. Oh yeah, we have a sunken though. We have links in the mineral line. Well, that's awkward. They're just hugging. These two are still long distance. Oh, no, they're going on the attack. These are, in fact, combat boys. All right, so presumably he already has them drilled in here, right? No, he doesn't. Oh, that's unfortunate. If he had eyes on the mineral patch and he drilled these through, there's a really good chance you can actually, like, you drill them through, and when they're in the middle, you just tell them to attack. It breaks this up, and you get your lings in. Yeah, GG's. Such a beautiful arc. Oh, it works so well, too. GG's. Oh, man. That was... That's how ZVZ is meant to be done. All right, I have a feeling we're going to be here a moment. Why'd you move monitor? What? What are you doing right now, Google? All right, guys. I think, yeah, so it looks like DeWalt and Radzovy are still playing. So, let me wait. There we go. Can I? Oh, he just keeps his game sounds very low. All right, so we're gonna watch DeWalt's perspective. Guys, make sure you show DeWalt some love. DeWalt is an incredible player. But yeah, they're in game right now. It looks like they just started too. So, there you go. There's your probes. So we are currently just watching DeWalt play against Radzovy because they started just as our game finished, so we missed it. So that is why we are watching DeWalt stream. All right. So yeah, this is a PVT, so yeah, this will also be a couple minutes. So buckle up for some incredible PVT, by the way. All right. A couple Marines out here. What are we gonna do? We got some Dragoons. You're gonna expand. And if I spoke Russian, I might understand what DeWalt was thinking. Oh, here we go. Here comes a nice little Marine vulture push. We're taking a lot of hull damage on that right Dragoon. I mean, don't get me wrong. Also, Radzovy is splitting the damage incredibly well. Like, those Marines survived so much longer than they should have. Like, honestly. Like, It's really hard to beat Dragoons when they're stutter stepping like that. But just in general, being able to split the damage properly. Wow, it took him forever to activate that mine. I'm assuming what he just said was not very polite words. Look at this. Okay, he missed one mine. I'm really expecting a mine like under the barracks or something. There's like no mines left. He's lost all. He's used all of them. He's got to pull some SCVs now to deal with the Dragoons. I don't get how people can make Dragoons do stuff like this. Like watching DeWalt do this. Like, but Dragoons are really stupid. How are they doing this? Oh, well, there we go. That's what happens. Turns out they are just kind of stupid. All right. There's a tank now. He's gonna dive the. Oh, oh my God! The tank's dead. Man's nuts. No. Oh no! He tried. He tried for the flex. Yeah. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. I'm surprised Walt plays in English. Oh, Vulture's coming for that probe. Uh, Still gets the Nexus down. Incredible. All right, so we got a Reaper. Held for a reason. Bullying. Yeah, I guess. Not what I would generally qualify it as, but I guess. Guys, just for those who are just tuning in, we are rebroadcasting DeWalt currently because they started their game just as we got out of our last one. So we were unable to hop in this one. Oh. Oh. Look at this control. Did he lose that third? Oh, no, he canceled it. Okay. He did the thing! He did the thing! Chat, he did the thing! The mine detonated, and it didn't damage the Reaper. Oh. Sad tank noises. Oh, that he flies. Oh, no. I mean, to be fair. Oh, no. Was that a kill? He either canceled at the last minute or it was a kill. I'm glad that my profile with zero personal information thinks I have a kid. Personalized ads are actually kind of shot these days. All right. Guess we're just going to go in for a big attack here. Oh, beautiful. He knew the vultures were going to swing up there. They're going to shoot at the egg? I thought he's like, oh, thank you for killing the egg. Kills egg. All right, so what's the plan from here? We're going to get our Citadel and our Forge. Yeah, at this point, we're closing in on 11 minutes. Terran is going to want to take his third base. So we should expect to see Razavi pushing out here towards that base right above his main on the right side. That's kind of where DeWalt's also thinking, it seems. DeWalt was worried about his observer dying. Observers never die. Come on. Everyone knows that. All right. YOLO. All right. Oh, that was a hot place to drop. All right. Looks like we're going to push into the front now. Just totally AFK. Just, oh, whatever happens, happens. There we go. This is the shot you need. Oh, we traded the Reaver for like 6, 7, 8 SCVs. Nice. You ever think about how crazy it is that the Citadel only has one upgrade? It only has Zealot legs. Oh. Oh, no. No! It survived! What? Oh. Sad shuttle noises. Alright. We're going to try and contest the tanks as they leapfrog forward, but he's lost 2 Reavers and 2 shuttles. Not to mention all the goons and zealots he threw away trying to push in there. Like, he's not exactly in the best spot. He's got to get on top of these tanks and try and deal with them. Oh, great Reaver shot. Nope, and he loses another Reaver. It looks like it's just enough to clean this up, but it ain't pretty. All right, we're going to add some cannons on. All right, well, we have another Reaver and Shuttle. All right, we're just going to send it across, it looks like. Hope for the best. We still haven't taken that third base yet. Oh, is that a CC floating over, or is that an eBay? Oh, that was a hit. Oh, man. Don't worry, Chase. Only floating, you know, 2,800 resources. That's what? Your failure? Your disappointment? As massive as what, Escalade? Alright, we're going to push back some mines on right around the 12 o'clock base. As we can't take another base. GG's. Alright. Perfect. It should be good. Mm. Alright. Perfect, guys. We got a game. Guys, we're going to actually watch it this time. Alright, wait on him to host. I'm sitting here refreshing, and he's like, oh, he hasn't even actually left the channel yet. Alright, guess we got a minute. Oh, man. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I guess it is kind of a shitty question, but I was like, score? Just to make sure I hadn't missed anything besides that one game. And as he was like, aw. Like, yeah. I get it. It's kind of fucked to ask, but sometimes you got to be sure, because as much as we all know that this guy here in the top right-hand side is incredible, you never know. Some people have... Actually, I think it was, what was it, Tarson? Someone recently went through and beat DeWalt in a series. Kind of nuts, actually. But spawning here in the top right-hand side, guys, we have DeWalt. And in the bottom left, guys, we have Razovi. Ooh, we're doing this trick. So you put the pylon here, and then you can put the gateway here. This is one of those things that I just love seeing people do, because it's a mechanic in the game that no one does. It's very old school as well, which, you know, we are on fighting spirit, so it makes sense to do the boomer strategy on the boomer map. Oh, I'm sure these two have plenty of experience on this map. They know it forwards and backwards, side to side. All right. Hey, now. It's a good map. Not a great map, but it's a good map. Alright. So we'll probably see maybe a zealot or two, considering we do have the forward gateway. But he is going straight into his gas and everything, so I wouldn't expect more than this. Excuse you, Tolly. What are you getting at, girl? My dog's gonna be a little bit of a crackhead, apparently. Tolly, chill. There ain't nothing out there worth worrying about. Alright, here comes first zealot with probe. Alright. Oh, you got away this time. Instead of panicking, Razby just guns down the probe. Absolutely beautiful. However, we have one zealot, yes. But what about second zealot? Or third? It is crazy that he went for 3 zealots with this build. This is definitely like a 2Z, 1G kind of build. Or at least should be. Like, especially once you realize you're cross spawn. Oh. Hang on, maybe DeWalt's fucking giga braining this. What? Like, are you serious? Oh my god, this Marine. This Marine, you're kidding me. How have they not killed this? This is an incredible hold here. What? How did he not lose another Marine there at the end? That's nuts. Alright, now begins the slow the goon drip, as you might call it. As you probably shouldn't call it, to be honest. Alright, here we go. The goon drip just got a lot thicker with 2 goons. This goon took quite a lot of damage on that fight. Boys are making their way downtown. This looks a lot similar to... This looks very similar to last game, right? Except, DeWalt's not dismantling this in the middle. He's kind of falling back to his bridge. Although, those Marines did not have a good time. I love the SCVs that are here for the bunker. Bunker that is... none of the Marines survived long enough to use. Well, I guess Jimmy here doesn't get a bunker. This is where the fun begins. You know, I'm glad I'm not the only one who was thinking that he shot his own goon there. I looked at that and I went, I don't know. Yeah. All right. All right, we're going to shuttle over here. Jimmy, this is your moment. Shine. No, Jimmy. Jimmy, no. All right. We're getting our tank count up here. Going second machine shop here. We're going to tank it up. That's for sure. We're tanking about it. Oh, poor probe. He just wanted to build a pylon. He wanted to be the Legacy of the Void cinematic trailer probe. It's like, just let me build the pylon. Vulture's like, no. Alright. Resby just doesn't even want to deal with it. I get it. Did that Scarab just kill? That was wild. Alright, GG. It's unfortunate, but man, sometimes it is just hard. Alright. Alright. They're going to be doing their vetoes here. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to get the players ready. Next up, it's third place, best of 3, and then finals, best of 5 between Eon Zerg and DeWalt. Don't go anywhere. And we are actually on time. It hits 1, and we are good to go. Oh, man, guys. We have a game. We have a third-place match. TVZ. And, of course, we are starting it on everyone's favorite map. In the top left-hand side, guys, with the SCVs, we have Razov. And his opponent in the bottom left, it is our Zerg player, Kami. All right. So TVZ, I'm curious what we're gonna get out of these guys. Like, I feel like, isn't Kami the one who did the +1 armor, or the quick carapace build? I feel like he was. We'd have to ask Javier. Javier's the one who got to feel the full wrath of it. So. Perfect. Yakub, of course, being the glossary of every game that has been cast. It is appreciated. Well, I guess there has to be at least one Canadian that knows something. We're just thankful it's Yakub, and he knows Brood War. Alright. So no wall, we're just doing racks on the top of the ramp. Dang. Gas steal? Are you gonna steal both? No, you're not. Alright, these two are actually gaming. This is about the most gaming we could hope for. When do you drop the Fanged bunker for the bunker rush? It's a very important question. Oh, he cancels it. Okay, that's good. But it would have been a little wild if he didn't cancel it, to be honest, but like... Alright. This SCV is still cooking along here, by the way. Oh, bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Alright. Natural's up and running. We got some Marines here. We did put out a safety sunk just in case. There's also a couple lings going across, but 3 Marines beat 2 lings, and 4 Marines definitely beat 2 lings. We went eBay before Academy. Quick +1. So your +1 timing should hit about when your stim does with this kind of build. We are not going quick carapace here, though. We're going layered second gas. This is going to be mutas. This is for sure going to be mutas. At least before anything else. Now, the other thing that Kami did a bunch of was super greedy builds, where you'd only build 3, 4, 5 mutas. Just enough to keep Terran busy. And then he would just continue on with his tech. So I wonder what he's going to do here. Scanners are starting up. Alright, Lings poke in. Get a good quick count of the bio. Alright, there's Marines. There's no medics or anything. Alright, Overlord has to run. Beautiful scan. Will see the Spire. Alright. Second creep colony is ready. We have some bio. We're still waiting on +1 and stim. So it's a bit of a later move up, but we go up to the 4 racks. Alright, yeah. We should see him move out here. Stim and +1 should be close to done. He sees the mutas flying out, which is a huge thing to see. Confirming all that timing. +1 and stim are both finished now. +1 Marines really hit well. Like, they hit hard with stim. Especially in a moment where Zerg won't have any upgrades. Yeah, mutas are just bleeding off. Of course, we can't get... Our Marines are heavily derping over here in the mineral line. Now, if we were able to actually get our Marines back here, it would have been a very different story. All right, round 2. I mean, we don't have that many mutas. We've bled out a lot of them. All right, hatchery going up here in the bottom right. We have 5 creep colonies here. Throw down our double starport. Looks like we scanned the whole world. No. Oh, you know, he must have scanned already. Bro, just shoot the hydras. Both players like, wait a minute, what? We're both going to the same spot. We might as well both take the bus. All right, yep, that hatchery is uber toast. These mutas are getting a lot of kills, but they're not staying alive very well. You know? Battle drone. Nope. Just the third base. Just put the factory over here and put some Marines back here. But that's really what you need, is either more turrets in your factory here or your factory here and some Marines. That would immediately stop these muta harassments. Alright. Alright. Mutaflock will get pushed away eventually. Lurker's sneaking out here. I genuinely don't know why he hasn't floated his factory over here. It would have saved him so many SCVs. So look how late. Like, his missile turrets take until they're like here to lock on. But they can fire like here, you know? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, they were not hold position. They definitely got some kills, but they were not hold position, sadly. He has almost a dozen medics. Guys, he might have enough medics. Might. I want to stress that enough. He might have enough medics. Alright, one singular Hydra to battle 3 Marines. I don't care how good your high ground advantage is. That is just not a good fight for you. Cracklings under Swarm are still in fact cracklings. He's nuts. He's actually crazy. He's actually just trying to lose. That was such a crazy play. And not like the good kind of crazy that we support around here. That was an unfortunate kind of crazy. Yeah. The stuff with the I can fix are kind of crazy. No, we're sponsored by Razer Escalade. Guys, !Razer. Make sure you upgrade your gaming today. Or tomorrow. We're not too picky, but they do have deals running for just a few more days. Right through Halloween. They've got some spooky deals, guys. You check out the Razer store using !Razer. After losing that and still not expanding at 14 minutes, I worry the plot's starting to... We're starting to lose the plot here for Razovi. Alright, we have enough fire bats now, I think. All right, we're sending it. You know, sometimes I forget that Terran is just that good. Maybe he can just send it. Oh, Defiler down. All right, Mutas don't stand a chance. And this base is, in fact, toasted. Maybe. There's 2 Lings under a Dark Swarm. Jimmy's really trying here. Bonk. Oh man, this is a mess. Alright. God, we irradiated the Defiler that's in the middle of our army instead of just shooting it. Alright. We got our 3rd base up and running, and we just killed the 3rd base of the Zerg. Holy plague! Ooh. Alright, here come the Ultras. We don't have our upgrade yet for him. Our bio is at 2-2 though. Oh. 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 So many dead drones. Kami says GG, that's enough. Tap, 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 tap out. GG's. Oh, sorry, I got something in my eye. GG's. Oh, I need my water bottle. Water bottle, come here. Good girl, Tolly. Hiding your face from the camera. Yeah, she's hiding her face from the camera. She's embarrassed. She didn't do her makeup yet today. No, actually, it's water. Water is very important. Yeah, she's a tired puppy. I heard someone unironically say demure either yesterday or today, and it broke me. I was like, wait, people actually do this? All right. In the top left, guys, we have up a point, Razovi. And his opponent in the bottom right, it is Kami. Everyone should drink water. Water is a very important thing to drink, chat. Make sure you're drinking water. Right. What are we gonna do here? More standardy stuff. Yeah, these players they're gonna play macro games. Can you believe it, chat? Who plays macro games? Alright. Cross spawn. This is going to be a long game. The interesting thing about cross spawn is that there's no good main for the Zerg to take. Right? Like if you're both on the left side of the map, right? And you take top right as your next base, right? As your third and fourth. It's not going to get scouted. But both of these have a pretty decent chance of getting scouted based on rotations. All right, Marines are going to come out here to deny the scout. You love to see it, honestly. It's really cool to come out here and just like, no scout. All right, once again, quick eBay coming on up here. If you want to learn this build, guys, if you're curious about it, if you want to learn it, make sure that you sign up to our support page. You on Ko-Fi, on Patreon, on our website, guys. $10 a month, you get the replay packs. That's all it takes, $10 a month. No, that's a lot more than $100. This is part of the brand. Maybe someday when I do a subathon, when I'm, a famous streamer, I'll shave my hair for money. No, half my head's like twice as expensive as shaving my whole head. Are you kidding? Like that. It's going to be like $3,000 to shave half my head. Are you kidding? No chance I'm doing it for any less. I don't do the Skrillex look very well. I'm too fat. Bonk. No, I like my long hair. It's inconvenient at times, but overall I like it. The game 3 between these two would be sick. Like, there's genuinely a lot of talent between these two, so the more games, the better. It's an odd barrack setup, but okay. All right, first mutas are out. Terran scan's just a little too late. He might have seen the tail end of these guys, but hey, take it slow, take it easy. You got to get into the groove of playing. Honestly, it's a meme, but just play Protoss at first. Like, get used to playing the game before you actually try and learn to do something. Like, unironically, I think Protoss requires the lowest APM. In terms of, like, being able to, like, macro and such. And, like, micro. It's got its own twists and turns. I'm not going to say Protoss is easy, but I genuinely think if you were to put 70 APM on Protoss versus Zerg versus Terran, I think Protoss is the easiest. Zerg's second, and then Terran would be the hardest. This is hot, by the way. That's less hot. We killed the whole first bio ball. That's like the dream. Yes, I know mech is also pretty brain dead. Yeah. However, hear me out. A moving zealot is a bit more brain dead. So you don't have to worry about hitting siege. Oh, careful. Don't fly over the... That's fair. I guess bio is a lot more intensive than mech. That is fair. But it's also not hard to 9-pull speedling A move, you know? Oh. One sunken. Still lives. That's kind of nuts. So not only did we shut the bio down from going into the third, it pushed into the natural, and it's entirely gone again. And that was all of his medics. And now we have this awkward issue where we reset the bio ball twice. What do you do from here, Razvi? That's like a really bad spot to lose all your bio twice. I'm gonna poke in here, start sniping some SCVs. Nice. Ranger's gonna go across again. This time we have 4 and 3. Why are they not stacked? Is what I wonder. What do we have against stacking mutas? Or stacking lurkers? He's definitely stacking his mutas. Alright. What are we gonna do here? Happy to macro up. Greater Spire. That's what we're gonna do here. That's a cool way of throwing. Alright, well, we made a vulture. We have a machine shop. We have mines. I don't really know what we're expecting to get out of mines. Maybe just some simple map control. Oh, if you run up here, you're going to take 125 damage. Alright, we have Defiler Tech here. Man, Guardians are dumb. Alright, the Wraith is out though. The gig is up. The Wraith is out. He made a Devourer. Alright, at the same time, we Dark Swarm here. We have another Defiler ready. This is the battle of the century. That was wildly close. Poor Zerglings. They deserve better. Alright, well, the Lings have opened up a path. We can now take another base. Money get. Minerals plus plus. Holy plague! Oh, probably should, yeah. Let's deal with that. There's another Wraith? How many Wraiths did he make? The other one had 3 kills. That is so pathetic. Takes 6 shots to kill a Ling. That was painful. Imagine your mind missing so poorly that a Ling survives with 6 health. Alright, scans go down. Come on, boys, get in that Nidus. Whoa. Well, we got one of the vessels for free. That poor Marine getting everyone in a direct line behind him killed. He, however, survived. We plagued our Lings. No. These poor Lings. Bonk. Alright, it's Ultra time. That Marine's still dematrixed. Still hoping for the best. Oh, what a play! Oh, the Irradiate's doing more damage than the Ultra. Just hug them! There's a collective 12 HP across all of these units. Dang, that was a hell of a drag. Donk donk. Oh, another massive plague. Unfortunately, we don't really have the girth to get through it. Was that a mind drag that just killed like everything Terran had? No. To answer the question is, colors are selected in the lobby or at random if players choose not to select a color. There's no real set coloring per race. GG's! My puppy has disappeared. Oh, above the menu. Yeah, those are set. Those are, sorry, my eye has been... I got like a piece of dust or something flew into my eye. Yes, there is... Terran is blue, Protoss is green, Zerg is red. Oh, no. It's, we have the guy who run one of the admins for CPL Data. He built these little custom scoreboards. And so I can, like, do... while I wait for them to figure it out. They're discussing maps. I have this little control plane here, right? So I can select what map, which is, Radeon. And then this is what you'll see in game. Yeah, Dada is fucking great with these things. You'll see every league that's basically not BSL will use this. Because Dada has built custom ones he's built them for UPL, he's built it for CSL, he's built it for IPSL, CPL. Like, we all just kind of use the same. Like, Dada's made a few variants of them. And it's great because it actually is just super easy to give to someone and say, hey, put it in your OBS like this and ta-da. You should talk to Dada and Y2. They're always looking for extra help. Extra hands on Python coding. Once you're around a little bit, they'll work with you for sure. Once they know you're not going to break the whole system, basically. All right, guys. Spawning in the bottom right-hand side. It's Kami. And in the bottom left, it's Razov. All right. Like I said, we're going to get another macro game here. I am curious to see. We are on 4-player map, same side of the map. When you're on the same side, close spawns like this, you can definitely have some fun. But this is also what I was saying last game, right? If Kami takes this base, which his camera's flicking up here because, well, I mean, it just is. He's checking every spawn. But once he sees that Terran's over here, he'll know that this is the base he wants to take next. Like, this base is cool and all, but this base will not get scouted by Terran for quite a long while. All right. This is CC first versus an overpool. Is that a direct build order loss? I feel like it probably is. I don't. Can you full wall on this map? I don't know if you can. I think you might be able to actually, but he's not gonna. That's not a full wall for sure. Well, we don't want to call a game too early. However, I hope both players do get money. Actually, the top 8 for the IPSL monthlies get paid out. So it's actually like, you know, both players get money. It's who gets more at this point. So congrats to Kami for winning a couple extra bucks. Yep. Yep. It's a gamble, but I mean, game 3 in the series, I respect it. GG's. Like, saying nothing else, I absolutely respect doing that in a game 3 of a series. Like, that is such a series build. Yeah, that was beautiful. All right, guys. But you know what that means? That means it's time for a best-of-5 finals between DeWalt and Eonzerg. Let me get that scoreboard set up here for him. Beautiful. Let me ping Eonzerg. Sick. Oh. Sure. All right. I will be creating the games, I guess. All right. They already have their map board and everything. This is beautiful. Mwah. This is disciplined players. These are guys who play in a lot of events. All right. So I guess there is no break time. There is just finals time. Oh, oh, perfect. All right. Go, go. Here we go, guys. Finals, best of 5. These gamers are ready. And make sure all the other scores are inverted. All right. There we go. Perfect. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. In the top right-hand side, with the magenta probes, the man, the myth, the legend, the DeWalt. And in the bottom left-hand side, one of the best Zergs around, guys. If you want to learn Zerg, this is the man to study. Give it up for Eonzerg. Truly is just a great player. Right? I mean, we can go back and forth on, well, Striker's better at this. Oh, well, Julian's better at that. Well, this guy's better at this. Eonzerg is just such a solid Zerg player. You can't go wrong with watching his games if you want to learn a little bit. What I'm curious about is if DeWalt's going to do the newer walling or if he's going to go traditional. Let's see where he puts. Yes, okay. He's doing it. All right, so I will explain that in a second. I'm just kind of curious what we're doing here. Overpool. On Eclipse. Makes sense. Probe Scout coming down from the bottom. Love it. All right, so let's talk walling for a minute, guys. As a caster, it's my job to say something useful at some point during this cast. And I might as well say my one useful thing now. This wall is, so what you do here, right? Traditionally, you have your pylon, your forge, and your gateway all lined up. Recently, what Koreans have been doing is putting their gateway here, right? Gateway here, forge here. Then you can fit cannons here. Let's see if he does it. The gateway should go right about here. And that allows you to put cannons here, which means a Hydra Bust will not kill your forge. Alright, so that's 2 tiles back, so there's still potential. He does have to go cannon because it is a overpool. With how long his probe was sitting there, I'm wondering if he was actually like looking at the grid, going, huh, wait a minute. Where does this go? Yes, he's doing it. Guys, I know a thing. I did it smart. So if a Hydra Bust comes, you can put another cannon here, like here. And it makes sure that your forge doesn't die immediately, allowing you to at least finish your +1, if not also continue just getting your other upgrades too. Because it'll just survive. Alright, next is going to finish up here. 3rd hatch. 2nd hatch. I wonder what Eonzerg's thinking. What are they going to be, Hydras? Yeah. I mean, a well-executed 973 is still nothing to laugh at, you know? Like a 973, it's really strong. There's a reason that pros will still use it. Whoa, that probe had a bad time. Come on, boys, get him. God, this DeWalt's probe micro is so good. Alright. Stargate coming online. DeWalt is going to play the most standard game you've ever seen. Minus the quicker Nexus. You know? It's going to be just the most bog standard PvZ. Well, we have 9 and 3 and 1. We just need 6 more drones. He's making lings. Alright, so we need at least, if we're going to do a 973, we need 2 more there. And he goes for a 2nd gas. It is not a 973 or any sort of like quick Hydra Bust. Why is he popping so many extra lings if he's going to get a 2nd gas? Oh. Oh, he extractor tricked. Man's nuts. Okay. Never mind. The world makes sense again. I did say that you got to watch some Eonzerg games because he knows what he's doing. So I should just trust the man. Let him cook. All right. Our first snaky boys pop. Look at him go. All right, we're going to have a bunch of lings up here to buffer. Oh! 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 Oh, no! DeWalt, please. Only 4 lings made it in, but, like, there's still 4 lings in the main. Oh. Alright, so I have seen people slide their lings straight up in here and get it surrounded on that cannon before. A cannon's in that spot. I don't know how you do it. It is pure butter and witchcraft. But yeah, look at these cannons. These cannons will shoot anything that can hit this forge, even if you have range. I love setting the lings down to try and eat a couple cannon shots. Because now we can snipe the pylon. And that's going to kill, like, actually, honestly, not that many. It doesn't even stop the forge, which is wild to me. I guess the forge is powered over here. Alright, the boys are coming forward, ready to hold, ready to put their lives on the line for everything. God, that cannon just survived forever. Alright, this time the Zealots are going to come out to buffer, but they all disappear insanely quick. Alright, forge is down. Now we have an open path with these cannons, but there's still 5 cannons with a 6 on the way. Corsairs not getting much done. Eon Zerg keeping just enough Hydras at home to help protect his overlords. Very well played. Oh, and this is why Eon Zerg's the better player than I am. I would have absolutely lost everything sniping these 2 High Templar. I would have been like, click, and I would have died to the bait of the century. Alright, we're sending it. We're ignoring the probes, trying to get the cannons down, but we're losing a lot of Hydras doing it. Now, the biggest thing that Eon Zerg gets going here is that he keeps killing. Ooh. He keeps killing probes, so this mineral line is never fully efficiently mining, right? Don't get me wrong, he does not have a lot of drones at home. It's not like his economy is just winning. But there is an advantage. Like, he's not just... It's not just trading out the cannons for Hydras. He is trading out Hydras for cannons and economy. And the cost of a cannon, of course. It is worth saying. A bunch of Lings coming up here. I kind of like that. The Lings are going to do absolute wonders here to tank the cannon shots. Oh! Zealots are falling. DeWalt, though, adding on his infrastructure, getting his upgrades. Working on 1-2. We have 5 High Templar here. We are running out of steam, it feels like, here for Eon Zerg. Oh! Oh, those storms were way too good. He's got his lair coming up, but once again, he's spending way too much trying to break this. Yeah. GG's. Very good try. There were a few moments where he actually could have done it, but unfortunate. GG's. There was definitely some hope in there, but in the end, it is what it is. You can't win them all, right? You just got to win 3 of them. All right, let's get game number 2 on the road. Where's my water bottle? Remember, drink your water. Water is the most important meal. All right, guys. Game number 2 is going to be on Dominator between DeWalt and Eon Zerg for first place in our first IPSL Monthly. It is monthly number 11 because we had, obviously, the season before, but it is the first one of the new season. Off to a great start. Spawning here in the top left-hand side of Dominator. Give it up for Eon Zerg. It in the right side on the 3 o'clock position. Give it up for DeWalt. I wonder if DeWalt's going to go gateway first. He's definitely not normally a gateway first kind of guy, but there's always that point where you're just kind of favored and you're like, yeah, the heck with it. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, right? I'd be curious to see if he'll do that. Alright. It's going to be pool first. Alright, let's see. Nope. Forge first. I mean, I guess if you're the best player in the foreign scene, you don't really need to change up your gameplay, right? You don't need to have fun with it. He's in it to win it. Alright. Chase down the probe. Get some moving shots on it. Oh. Well, at least you can take your natural. Alright, he's going to put a cannon down immediately. Definitely very similar to the last game. He stole the minerals. Thief! Get him, Lings. Get him. Alright, forcing out 2 cannons is nice. Two cannons into Nexus. Definitely significantly less greedy than last game. Well, we get 2 Lings in the main. Let's see what we can do with 2 half-dead Lings. We can damage a probe. That's what we can do. This is 3 hatch before gas, by the way. In a mega-based build. Nope. I guess it's not a based build. Not quite sure the game was over yet, to be totally honest. Alright. Alright, what's next one? Fighting Spirit. We're seeing this a lot today. Haters in Shambles. It's showing up all over. Yeah. The Lynx got in and died, and he just went, Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to sit here and cast. It's another to play against the wall, right? Oh, dang it, chair. Why are you like this? There we go. The lock is super finicky on my chair. So anytime I try and lock it, it just doesn't. Like, absolutely, I totally get if you are just like, if losing those lings was just the last straw in a, it's going to be like this, isn't it? You know? I get it. I'm not saying I haven't done similar. And I'm not playing near any amount of pressure like these guys are, right? Absolutely done that, though. We're just, one thing doesn't go your way, and you're like, to hell with it. Next game. But speaking of, spawning here in the top right-hand side on match point, guys. Give it up for DeWalt. And his opponent, the Zerg champion. Come on. Give it up for Eon Zerg. You know, I know we're all DeWalt fans, but we can always hope for, you know, Game 5 or Game 4. I do want to see Eon Zerg, what he's like. I want to see him really show off, right? Because I know he's a good player, and of course you're going up against DeWalt, right? It's always going to be hard. But I just want to see him like actually show what he's made of. Play a big game. If you lose, you lose. But you know. And of course, like any good ZVP, you get first scouted by the Protoss anytime you try and do something. You saw the creep and is leaving. Interesting. Or did he not see the creep? No, he missed it. What? It's like, what? Oh, no. Oh, this base isn't going to get scouted for a hot minute. We went Nexus before Cannon. Oh. 13 next might cost us. We're going to have to pull some boys. All because he absolutely bungled the scout. It reminds me of the ASL game where it was on Dominator. I forget who it was. Terran they went to cheese and they only checked like the one mineral patch that hadn't been mined yet. Oh, bunk, 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 bunk. Dum, 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 dum. Bye, Cannon. Bye, Cannon. It's not over, but this is exactly what Eon Zerg needed to get back. All right, it's over. GG's. DeWalt doesn't know there's no more lings coming, so GG's. There definitely should be lings coming. Let me say that. There should be more lings on the way. If you get that in, everything becomes lings. I don't know. Considering how the last time it went when Eon Zerg got lings in, I wouldn't have put it like that. Look, the first rule of getting lings into a Protoss's main base is that you're going to lose the game. Every time. No, but earlier he got a few lings in and they hit like a probe for half its health and that was it. And obviously, that game, Eon Zerg looked a little bit more on point, but I don't know. If you're DeWalt, I feel like if you're DeWalt, you could probably do something about it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. That game is in the past. DeWalt heard my prayers and said, yes, we're going to go to at least a game 4. And if Eon Zerg has his way, we're going to a game 5. The spawning here in the bottom left-hand side. Still on match point. All he has to do is close out one more. Give it up for DeWalt. And on the right side, guys, bottom right, give it up for Eon Zerg. Alright, I know it's DeWalt, but I feel like can't Hydras with a range hit from here to here? Aren't you supposed to build like a hex or 2 back? Like, I'm not a Protoss and I'm not the best Zerg, but I'm pretty sure I've tested it and like this will hit from here. Or like right about here where you still have like high ground to high ground. I thought you would want it 1 back so that way they have to be in the trenches. We need to ask some Protosses. Good thing there's one in chat who's not going to answer my questions. All right. Oh. Workers pass by each other. Nope, that doesn't block him, sadly. All right, we're going to go Nexus before Cannon again here, it looks like. Let's see what we get. All right. This is not one of the new fancy Korean walls. It's a very standard wall. Overall, pretty normal start at least. No massive amount of lings, no accidental wins, no accidental losses. Just a single cannon, couple of lings. Players are gonna macro up. And I was saying this earlier, I want to see what Eon Zerg can do actually in a macro game, you know? We haven't had one yet. I just want to see what he'll do, you know? Overlord just sitting on top. I feel like the cybernetics core is not a good thing to sit on top of. You know, it's got these spikes, right? And that spins violently. Like, I just don't feel like that's a good spot to sit. Yeah, you might want to move. So it's over here at the 3rd. We're going to trickle some lings in, but there's plenty of good hiding spots back here. Yeah. Map makers need to figure this out. I mean, I'm just a salty Zerg. I accept that. But, like, yeah, when a Zealot gets back there, it is so annoying. Alright. That one's going up to the main. The one at the third's about to get a buddy. And this is where the chaos is going to start. Oh, no. He's not dead yet. Alright, drones dealt with him. Pulling all your drones from your third base just sucks. Having to like just massively produce lings here to help deal with this also sucks. Thankfully no drones are lost. We have our lair here getting more hatches. Holly, are you being a crackhead? Can you chill? My dog is a special form of crackling. Alright. This Chad over here runs past the entire army to go stab a single worker. Alright, oh. Nope, not gonna get two. Nice try, but no. DeWalt's playing Sairless. That's not something I think I've ever seen him do. I mean, I'm a big fan of Sairless. Honorable PvZ where you don't go Sairs and I don't go Mutas. I'm fine with that. You know, a nice gentleman's agreement. Play the game how Blizzard intended. Alright, Lynx comes in to see what's up. Bunch of Zealots say, well, now that he's gone. Seven plus one speed lots on the way. We have 2 Hydras and a creep colony. 3 Lynx. I think we have a bit more at the natural. The man's actually going to go for it. DeWalt, you're crazy. Drones haven't fallen. Only a couple of Hydras have fallen. No, 1 drone died. No, 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 stop. Dude, no. That 25 HP. Stop. Alright, round 2. The Sunken has 2 health. Oh, those drones pop at a perfect time to help body block this. Also, incredible Hydra movement. Drone on the ramp. Neon Zerg held this in like 3 different ways. The Spire's gonna pop here. I don't know if DeWalt saw that or not, but... we don't have an Archon coming. Oh, and there we go. He must have seen it. We're getting the good Archon. And the boring one. Oh, buddy, we're going to get some Maelstroms. And knowing DeWalt, that's going to survive until late game, and we're going to get some feedbacks. Oh, I can dream. The problem with Maelstrom is that you really need to sit back with it for quite some time to make sure you have... it's an expensive spell. It takes a lot of energy. 3 cannons. DeWalt says I really don't want to die to mutas. Alright. We get a couple probes. There isn't exactly a whole lot of surface area you can hit with this. With 3 cannons. Sheesh. Alright. Muta's flying around here. Dark Archon, Light Archon. Gearing up to take a set up at the mineral only. Maybe not take it yet, but getting set up around there. Yep, plenty of Hydras. Honestly, the Protoss army isn't exactly that exciting right now, other than this Dark Archon. Kind of surprised we don't have Lurker aspect, more than anything. Like, a couple Lurkers renders this army nearly useless. Like, a couple Lurkers here at the bridges, you're not pushing across that. Couple Lurkers up here, you're not coming up that ramp. Not with this army. There we go. Couple Lurkers, yep, right here. You ain't getting in there. Now without taking heavy losses. Oh, come on. Go back and get the Templar. They're just waiting for it. Oh, man. Yeah, once you hit critical mass, cannons just don't matter. I guess this is what you get for going Stairless one game, right? That you're continuously being destroyed by mutas. Alright, this hatchery, definitely toast. Oh, we got a Maelstrom here, but we don't have anything to kill him. Run! No, don't fight! No! I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. We came in with the rest of the army. Alright, you know, you can shut down my 4th. I'll shut down your 3rd. Good trade. As long as we don't lose this base, it's a good trade. Remember, storming your own zealots doesn't matter. The zealots are expendable. Oh. DT gets got. These Templar are on the run. The Archons are trying to save it. Oh. You're not going to save that one. Alright, Storm goes down. We don't have energy for anything on the Dark Archon. Nigers will just run this down. Yeah, DeWalt's giving up. He's not even looking at it. There's no way to save any of this. Rather unfortunate for our boy. Oh, yep. You're not taking this base yet. Do we even have observatory? There it is. Observatory is still cooking. I mean, we have enough stuff on the map for Zerg here. There's a world where we can just collapse on this right now. Oh, never mind. There was, and that world just involved not having storms like Oklahoma. And instead, Eon Zerg walked into the F5. You really want to collapse from up here. This is your best angle to collapse on from. because you actually have so much space to get units across. Going across bridges is always the greatest way to throw. I stand by that. I have seen so many players of every skill level throw because they decided to go across the bridges. You should probably deal with that DT. Yeah, he's on it. All right, DeWalt's gonna try and break here. It's expensive for DeWalt, but he's doing it. Reinforcements are rushing in. Oh, the observer gets sniped. That's not good. All right, there are 2 more observers, but at this point we are coming across the bridge because there's nothing to stop us. This army is going to get shredded by the Hydra Lurker. GG is called, and we're going to game 5. Oh boy, we are so going to game 5. Allergies are still kicking my butt. What is map number 5? Oh, Radeon. Right? Oh, look who shows up. There's a mod who actually shows up for once. Doesn't even hop on my Minecraft world, but shows up in chat. How you doing, Drucky? Druk hi. Surprised you remembered your Twitch login. Remember, what's the point of having mods if not to flame them? All right. Guys, we're getting into what will be our last game of the day. This is the finals. Game 5, best of 5. This is the last game we can have. We've got every game out of this series. They have all been incredible. Let's see if we end it with another massive banger. Spawning in the top right-hand side, we have our man looking for the reverse sweep. It is Eon Zerg. And in the bottom right, guys, he's trying not to get reverse swept. He's really fighting for it. Give it up for DeWalt. Yeah, Drakey, I added, it's a very lightly modded server, so it should be a lot of fun where you actually get to play the game and you don't have to learn 18 RPG elements, none of which work with each other, half of which don't work properly at all. Don't have to worry about that on this server. It is just fun. Fear, as always, casting your games is a treat. All 45 minutes of each one of them. Yeah, Dreki, I'll be on all night tonight and definitely all week. Oh, Dreki, Wednesday, 9:30. Are we still good for getting dinner? Also, can you pick me up from the airport? I asked, but you never actually said yes or no, so asking again. Sick. I will buy you some tenders. Or at least compensate you in some way, shape, or form. Thank you. I'm going back to South O, so after dinner. You're still out that way, aren't you? You don't have to tell me exactly where, but aren't you still out in that same general direction? Or did you move? Nexus before Cannon because it's a nice hatch. Oh, oh, you're up there. Okay. Then yes, I'll definitely buy dinner for whoever gives me a ride home then. Nexus before Cannon against like an overpool. It's so greedy. The fact that DeWalt keeps getting away with it's nuts. All right, let's actually talk about the game for at least a couple of minutes, guys. Oh, probe still going. Third hatch coming down. Walt's gateway's about to finish here. I don't expect anything too crazy. You know what is crazy? Ooh. Okay, killing that probe, kind of crazy. Also crazy. Razor's running some Halloween deals. Check out the link in chat, guys. You know, help us out. If you use our link to purchase Razor gear, we get a little bit back, you know? So, you get cool stuff. You get solid gear. You know, keyboards, mice, mixers, cameras, whatever. And we get a couple bucks. It helps keep the tournaments running. All right. Yep. And of course, it's going to be a Stargate this game. After last game, he's like, no, must make Stargate. All right. Let's see. All three hatcheries online. 2 zealots. Like, ooh, nice hatchery, bro. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to run the boys. The zealots are just they're happy to hide behind the minerals. All right, we're gonna at least zone out the third zealot from getting with his friends. However, his friends are just going to come over here and start stabbing people. By people, I mean drones. And drones are the most important people. Butter it up, butter it up, butter it up. That's fine. This zealot will not make it home. You can actually get... Wow, you can get 3 lings on that? That's nuts. Oh, you got to circle these around. Circle them around. There we go. Oh, those zealots were incredibly efficient. Oh, no. Poor Eon Zerg. A little bit to lag. All right, let's take the DeWalt guided tour through the base. Whoa! That tour, tour's over, boys. Time to go home. He wants it. We get the 1 connection. We're not going to get the 2nd connection. No shot. All right, we're up to 3 stairs now. That's enough to be problematic for Zerg, if not dealt with. We're gonna get a lot of Hydras. We got our Evo chamber. We should be cooking +1. he might not have, actually. That is directly in the dark patch. But he should definitely have an assumption now that you see that many Corsairs. Because the timing's just kind of wrong. Yeah, you gotta know once you see 5 Corsairs at this point, you're like, wait a minute. 5 Corsairs times, like, you know, build time. You're like, wait a minute. Double Stargate Sair is very abusive. I wonder if we're gonna see DTs as a follow-up here. Like some classic Corsair DT. You know? I mean, it is a very classic play style, very old school. Overlord speed will make it a little bit harder, but not impossible. We don't have any forward cannons. This is a Zerg wet dream right now. Oh, bye DT. we didn't kill this Overlord. High Templar's out. You gotta get in there, bro. Your window's closing real quick. You're gonna try and go for it. He's not gonna go for it. You need to split your overlords. You gotta send them everywhere. This is the best way to deal with this. That's a lot of zealots. Zealot High Templar? Alright. If you insist. Great build. Alright. Hello, Hydras. Thank you for not shooting. Alright. There's a lot of speed lots with +1. Yeah, DeWalt realizing that once Dion Zerg decides to turn and fight, it's not going to be nearly as pretty for him. Alright, we got some Lurker. We got a lot of Hydra. And the Protoss army's all on the map. You hear the spines, and you're like, no, 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 no. Yeah, well, this is ambitious. Go away with that. Alright, there is an observer finally. We're going to need to deal with that. Bleed off a couple of lurkers. One more lost. Alright. These Zealots are having a bad time here. Corsairs having an even worse time. Jeez. Alright, Zealot's going to come up here to find this base. And honestly, while not great, it's not too bad because there's no way for Protoss to actually punish it. Ooh, free observer? Nope. Not free observer. Just sad noises. There we go. Now it's free. Alright, one lurker will not hold this whole army. Alright. We got a Hydra flank coming from behind. That's where all the storms are getting used. Oh, we bait out a storm on the mutas here. We pick off most of the Templar. There's still one more. He drops a golden storm. And this fight just went so poorly for Zerg. Reinforcements are going to trickle in here because Defender's advantage is good. But the Protoss army did a lot of damage. Hasn't killed a hatchery yet. I think that's important to note here. However, we have outflanked the flank with an additional flank. So Eon Zerg is forced to pull all of his drones again. We're going to push in here. We don't have any observers, and there's nothing coming up. There's no observers setting to come up here right now. And now the base will die. This one lurker just keeps trying. He's like, don't worry. I'll get him eventually. Hey, the observer made it. Cool. Bunch of zealots running here. They're going to force another pull. Only one drone killed. But any lost mining time is good. Alright. Oh, that's cheeky. Making the lurk rags to force it. Now the Hydras couldn't get in though, so Zealots just ran away. Oh, Eon Zerg. This is bullying. That's certified bullying. I mean, I don't really know what we have to deal with this though. 2-1. Just +2. Alright, we stormed the flanking few units. Fortunately, the observer is in the back of the army, so the lurkers don't last long. Yeah, and after a hard-fought series, you know, it was not a 3-0, guys. Eon Zerg putting up one hell of a fight. In the end, unfortunately, DeWalt is really good at the game, guys. I know this may come as a surprise to many of you, but DeWalt's kind of good. GG is called, and with that, DeWalt takes the first place in our IPSL Monthly number 11. That's the wrong button. Dang. I went this close to the end without hitting the wrong button. This close to the end. We were so close. And I had to hit the wrong button right at the end. All right, guys. That's all we got. Thank you all for hanging out. My dog is tired. Of course she is. Lazy. But guys, we are taking next weekend off because we will be in Philadelphia for the StarCraft for All tournament. I might even play in it because why not? It'll be fun. Make sure you tune in the weekend after, though, because we have the last two groups of the round of 24. Guys, I hope to see you soon. See you in Philly if you're coming. Otherwise, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Peace.